Wow. Um, the emotions come back up when I see these photos of these beautiful children and the women that we were able to minister to. I don't want to sound cliche, but this trip truly was and did change my life. It was life-changing, and it was a game changer for me. So I took notes because I am a crier, and I apologize. I get emotional, and that's just how God made me. So, amen. I've always wanted to go on a missions trip, especially through Expect Hope. My husband and I are we are givers to Expect Hope. We love Expect Hope. That is where our hearts are at. That's where our money goes. And so if they're ever in need of anything, they know we're here and we're willing to participate. Little did I know that I would actually walk into this and be on the receiving end of a trip. So I got to see what it was like, not only to be a part of a trip, but to be humbled enough to ask for donations and get a campaign going. And my husband could have written a check. He could have done that in a heartbeat. But you know what? I wanted to do it differently. I wanted to earn the money myself, and I wanted people to invest in me and have a blessed time and see the fruit of their blessing when they give. So I had, above and beyond the campaign that was met, I had probably $500–600 above and beyond what I needed. And so I just want you guys to know, for those women, and you know who you are because you've already come up to me and said you have thought and wanted to take a trip, you need to just move forward in that and take a step of faith, because I am Miss Suburbia. I do not like to travel. We travel for a living. The last thing I wanted to do was get on a plane for 10.5 hours. Dear Lord, 10.5 hours. Okay, that was harsh, but it was worth it. And it did go by faster than the 10.5 hours. It was like 4. I was like, oh my God, you're so cool. So when I heard a year ago through Expect Hope Ball that Terry was planning on an all-women's trip to go to Albania, I knew I was in. I didn't know how I was going to do it or how it was going to come, but when Aaron spoke on Missions Sunday on April 30th, Aaron, I hope you remember this, and I do take notes. You spoke on how God uses people, how he responds to people, and how he operates through people. And that message spoke to me, and I started to think, you know what? I want to be used of God. I have been sitting down long enough on that pew over a decade, and it is time for me to rise up and be the woman of God that God called me to be, and he started this trip with me. I am on fire, you guys. This trip, like I said, has changed my life. And so because he uses people, I had that desire to be used and asked him to be used. He honored that. And then he responded to me, which was so cool. I saw his response through people that were giving. My own daughter was giving to this. I couldn't believe the amount that she gave. I mean, when your kids give, I mean, seriously? It was like total an act of God, and it just blessed the socks off of me. And so I know that he operated through me as well, because I saw, and I still am seeing and hearing the fruit of how God operates through people who respond and who want to be used of God. And so I was amazed to see how this team of 6 women, okay, pardon me, strong-willed women, women who have a voice, women who know who they are in Christ, women who are mothers, women who are leaders. You get 6 of us together and OMG. I'm telling you, we all, didn't we, Lisa? We all found a way to use each other's gifts, to acknowledge each other, to love each other, to build relationships. I have memories, Lisa, you've given us many funny ones, memories of these women when we were intimate in our Bible studies at night. Guys, after ministering like we did and poured out to those women, we were exhausted at night. But Terry was so awesome about, nope, we're staying on. This is what it is all about. We are going to have Bible study at night. We're exhausted, people, but you know what? Those were the times when I saw breakthroughs in Abby. I saw Lisa in a different way that was amazing. I was able to share a testimony that I didn't think I was able to share, and allow these women to see that I too am very transparent and love to be able to minister to people in ways that are humbling. And so I just want to encourage you guys that if you're thinking about going on this trip, move forward. Now, the best part of this trip, oh geez, I'm probably going over time. The best part of this trip, honestly, was meeting mine and TJ's little girl. Okay, she wasn't little, she was taller than me. Her name was Oksana, and she's 13 years old. We traveled 3 hours to get to her. She knew I was coming, and the challenges that came up, I almost thought I wasn't going to get to see her. And we made it happen. We broke the team up, and we went, didn't we? And we did work of 6 women. We did it with 3, and I think we did a pretty good job. And so I got to meet Oksana, and it was awesome to be able to see the person that you literally are sponsoring, because the photo isn't enough. I got to touch her, hug her, giggle with her, hold her. We didn't have much of a way of communicating, but our hearts were talking, and she knows I love her. And it was amazing to be able, the best part I think about that was to lay my hands on her. Gayla had told us that we were going to pray on women, and that they were going to be delivered, and that we were going to prophesy to them. And I spoke life into this little girl's health, her mind, her future. I prayed for her future husband. I prayed for her future children. I prayed for her education that she's going to get. It was so unbelievable. And what's really cool about that place, and I didn't realize this, what was the name of the place that Oksana was from? And what was the name of the ray of light? There was a light coming from the sky on my photos that other people took when my hand was on her heart. And it was amazing. And then the place that we went to was called Ray of Light. You guys, that ministered to me so much, and it really showed me that somebody like me can go on a trip and make a difference in people's lives. And so you guys need to tell, when you see those 6 women that came on this trip, we took 6 women out of suburbia in America. They left their children and their family, and they packed their bags, and they womaned up, and they warriored up. We were brave, we were courageous, and we were warrior princesses, you guys. You need to be proud of these women.